What's up, my people? How you doing? My name is Dalton, and this is my channel. That's right, I'm going live tonight. Now, tonight is going to be Dalton's sip and chat. Now, I'm trying out some beer here, and this stuff is strong as hell. Uh, there you go. I'm going straight up ghetto. Uh, you sorry? No, what's sorry? No, okay. Uh, but what I want to talk to y'all about is a couple things going on. First of all, let's talk about the government shutdown. Okay. There is a potential government shutdown that's going to happen at the end of this month. And it seems like it's going to be pretty real. Okay. The reason I say that is that uh, they have three sticking points that they cannot agree on. One of them is Trump has just had the Republicans push a bill to try to give ICE, ICE, an additional $1.2 trillion of taxpayer money. That's right. Even more than what he's already given them in the big, beautiful bill that was passed. That's a sticking point. And after what happened in Minneapolis and Portland, Oregon, uh, Democrats as well as independents they ain't happy with that at all. And I gotta admit, ICE is out of control. They are out of control. You know, they acting like they are a form of military that answers only to Trump and have no respect for the United States law or the rule of law. And that's scary. And they were trying to pass a law to allow them just to go in your house, your place of residence, without a warrant or probable cause. Okay, that's just scary. Hold on for a second. Sorry about that. That's my cat. He's acting up and acting crazy. And ICE is just out of control. And it's getting scary about that. You know, did you know they only have ICE do 7 weeks of training before they put them out there on the street? 7 weeks. You have to do more than that if you're going to be a law enforcement officer, if you're in the military. Okay. And I can tell you, 7 weeks is not enough time to train and to know what the heck you're doing. Okay. Um, I had a situation where I actually I was got hired by a third party company. This happened twice. And one time I got hired by a third party company that hires for tax, income tax season. Other time I got hired by a third party company that hired for retail, big retail chain. The name starts with a W and ends with a T. And the way they wrote a lot of us in is they told us straight up that we'll get 3 months of paid training, right? Then you get 1 month of working with customers, but you have somebody hand holding with you. All this was online, of course. Okay. Then when we got in there, and they know most of us needed jobs and bring in money. When we got in there, they changed the rules, and they made it 6 weeks, and then it pushed us out. That's right. From 3 months plus a month of handholding to 6 weeks. And the reason they do that is because they make more money. Okay. Because they tell these big companies, hey, that company's telling you it's going to take 3 months. We can do it half the time. And of course, the company's going to say, well, that saves us money. We'll go with you. Now, the last person to find this out is usually the people that get hired. You're already going through training and stuff like that when they let you know. I think it was the second week when they let us know. Well, it's going to be 6 weeks, not 3 months. And maybe if we have enough people on staff, a week of hand holding to help you out. But we're going to throw you to the wolves after 6 months. You're not going to know all that stuff, okay, that you need to know within those 6 months. I guarantee you, okay? And to think that they're allowing someone to unalive a person, have that power in their hands. And you can't tell me all those people pass their psych evals, their psych evaluations, to do that in 7 weeks. Really? So yeah. And my sympathy goes out to those in Portland, Oregon, and Minneapolis. That didn't have to happen. Okay, they could have took her. They could have took her tag. I mean, look at all the ICE people that were around there. They were already videoing. Just video her tag and talk to her later. You know, go to her house, talk to her later. You got everything down there, and only one person ran to her to help her, and that was a woman. That was a female ICE agent. The guy that did the shooting, he took his time, holstered his weapon, walked over there. Like no big deal. Took his time, walked over there. Took his time to holster his weapon. Casually walked over there. And that's not protocol. You're supposed to run over there. You know, the only person, all those ICE agents that was out there, the only one that ran over there was a female ICE agent. She did what you're supposed to do. Ran over there to see if that person need help and injured. And then talking about covert operation, they wrapped it up in 2 hours. Investigation in 2 hours. That's crazy. That's 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 insulting to anybody that went to school and got a degree in it, like I did, Bachelor of Science in Crime Analysis. You know that's impossible. They had people driving through there, that area. Talking about it's wrapped up in 2 hours. No way. And then Chrissy Nome getting up there saying it was a domestic terrorism after hearing about it for 20 minutes. It was still an investigation. What the hell is she talking about? I don't care if Donald Trump told her to say that. Okay? That's the problem. He hired so many people that's not qualified just because they kissed his butt and put them in positions, and they don't even know the protocol. The protocol is you don't supposed to talk about it, you're supposed to say this ongoing investigation. Okay? But up here saying what he said, they knew he was lying. They knew there's no way that Christian Nolan could know that. That caused a riot. I think he may have thought he was trying to prevent one. No, that caused one. And that was also an area where Floyd was unalived. Okay? I mean, the same area. Come on, people. You don't put out a fire by pouring more gas on it. You just don't. Yeah, you make a lot of activity, but you won't make any achievement. All right, so there you go. There's chances of government shutdown, yes, without a doubt. Also, I'm gonna work on making more. I've downloaded some games from Steam, and I'm gonna work on making some more reaction videos with those, as well as some other stuff. Uh, it takes me a minute to learn iPhone and how to upload and do all this stuff and edit stuff on the iPhone. It takes me a minute, but I'm getting there. So you're gonna get some more content, quality content coming to you. And again, thank you, my existing subscribers, my new subscribers, and all my viewers. Thank you. Much love to you. Stay safe out there. Stay warm. Cheers to you from me. Peace.